Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my Dare to Win save with Blackburn Rovers, currently in the Premiership. We're sitting third. We're having quite a good season, I must say. So, I think you were here for the Wolves Everton. Okay, we beat Wolves 2-1. We came back from 1-0 down to beat Everton 3-1 at home. Then we went away, we beat Fulham 3-1. Pretty much same. They scored earlier on and then we came back in the second half, just before half time, which was a good result. 2-2 Burnley. Funny game. We were well ahead. Made 5 substitutions at 70 minutes because we were totally dominating the game. And yeah, they got 2 late goals, so I don't know whether that was down to me making the substitutions. Laboured to a 1-0 win over Southampton in the Carabao Cup. But we got there, so we're through. Nottingham Forest. Played them off park. We were far superior to them. Very wasteful in front of goal. And then we've just had a real topsy-turvy game with Arsenal. Went 1 up. They equalised and we went 2-1 up not long after. We played well, but we did hold on a bit towards the end. Arsenal were a better side, I think, overall. And so we're back today. We're playing Chelsea at home and Man City at home. The league table currently looks like this. I'm quite chuffed. Considering we lost to Liverpool, we are still only those 3 points behind them. And it's going well. Fingers crossed we're going to have a good season. We don't seem to have dropped off yet. When we've gone behind, we seem to play better. And I hope that becomes a common thing. So tough game today. Let's not fool ourselves. You know, it's Chelsea. They're fourth. They're just coming off the back of a defeat. The team's not really changing a lot. We're still struggling with injuries. Okay, Angrasola's out now injured. We're waiting for Ferroli to come back fit, and Joel's picked up a knock as well. So we've still got that steady conveyor belt of injuries coming along one after the other. We've still not really had a complete first team fit. Critero's playing quite well. Just struggling to fit him into the squad at the moment. I want to develop this guy so he's getting a lot of playing time. Ellison obviously is my main full-back defender right. Furlong is playing absolutely outstanding. 4 goal contributions so far, all from corners, I must say. And Bitshiabu, he's getting his goals from corners that Furlong, either it's a post or the bar, or the goalie makes a save, or defender blocks, and then Bitshiabu's tapping in the rebound. So I have got them alongside each other at corners, which seems to be working nicely. Lavino's playing absolutely outstanding. I have to be honest, I'm wow chuffed with this guy. Developing well. He's probably a better player than Baki, whatever his name was, that used to play for us. And yeah, I'm wow chuffed with him. He's developing and coming along nicely. And that's it really. So it's Nikolic in goal. Ellison, Furlong, Dalton, Bitshiabu and Kukoji along the back. Lavino, Trikovic and Minino, as you can see, they are our main central 3 midfielders. And they're linking up well now. They're playing well together and they're playing well in their selected roles, so they're each playing to their strengths. Hansen's out wide right, Kalama is out wide left. He's scored a cracking goal against, I think it was Arsenal, to give us the 2-1 win. I'm not sure, I may be wrong with that, but I know he's come on it as a sub and he's scored an absolute screamer. And then you've got Ruiz still ploughing along up front with 9 goals so far this season, going very well, and some assists. And if we can stay fit and keep the majority of our top players fit and only have 1 or 2 out at a time, I think we're going to do okay. But of course, like last season, we had a hell of a lot of injuries and it was just made life difficult. So yeah, fingers crossed. Here we are then. We're at home to Chelsea. We're being touted as potentially being able to come away with something with home advantage. So let's hope we perform the way we have been so far in the season. Telias Magno with the ball. I did have him as a wonder kid in my Borussia Mönchengladbach save. Hell of a player. Gutted when I think it was Real Madrid came and offered me 50 million for him, which was his release clause. But this is a different game, so yeah, we're on the back foot a little bit at the moment. 6 minutes in. We do build nicely from the back now. We still have the odd mistake, but nothing like it was last. And that's a lovely ball over the top from Menino, who's really developing well. And what a goal that is! That is a calm finish. And he's fast becoming a fan favourite apparently, with his work ethic and his ability on the ball. And that just proves it there. I'm terrible with names. I don't know why they don't just call them all Bill and Ben. Trifkovic passed it over to Menino, and that was a lovely left-footed little chip over the goalkeeper there. And yeah, 1-0 up against Chelsea. So we did this against Arsenal. Arsenal then came back at us and got the equaliser. And then we caught them again and scored a cracker. And there's a cross to the back post, well defended by Chelsea. Menino picks up the loose ball. Can he find the pass? No, he's dwelt on it a little. He's got a penalty. Don't understand. It looked a perfectly good challenge to me. And I wonder if they're going to give it, or they've got to give it. Well, how can they not give that now? Because they're now going to give Chelsea a free kick, I'm guessing, because he stopped the play when I had the ball in an attacking position. That's beggars belief. It really does. It's just not football. And here we go again with the corner calamity, and that's well taken by Luca. Is that disappointing? We should be not just 1-0 up. We should have really had that penalty, I think, after he'd blown the whistle, because he did stop us in a very good attacking position. The player would have gone on and got the ball back, and I'm guessing the reason he didn't was because he was fouled. But hey, that's gone, so we have to keep our heads up and go again. This Chelsea side does worry me. They've got some cracking players, and Kai Havertz is in, and that's good defending. Cracking block there by the goalie and the defenders working together to close down the space. But like I said, this Chelsea team do worry me. They're there or thereabouts every season of the save so far. So Lavino are coming out with the ball, but that was the end of that. And we've got a little bit of trouble with some of our players not performing. But again, Bitshiabu, Trifkovic through to Calamé. Now a lovely ball through for Ruiz, and I can't see Ruiz missing this, and he doesn't. In off the post, 2-1, 2-0. I'm used to being 2-1. We very rarely keep a clean sheet. 2-0 up against Chelsea at home. I said we'd play the home games because I thought we'd have a better chance of getting the results, and we can maintain this level of performance. We're having a blooming strong season, I can assure you. So going along nicely, and that little bit of interchange of football there has moved it from 6-3 to 7-1. I was thinking of taking them off at half time. We are shading it on the XG, not quite on the possession, which I do like to do. Things are going well, and I am gonna, because of the fact that this is Chelsea, I am gonna give them that little bit more just to try and keep them focused. And yeah, this is going nicely so far. Bitshiabu, Lavino. And that goal has made a big difference at the back. Really has. Ruiz got it. Wow, to nod that down to Menino. A lovely ball in behind to Hansen. And that's, he's hit the bar. Oh, that would have been a cracking way to start the second half. And I think from 3-0, I think even Chelsea would have been struggling to get back into this. Although with our defensive behaviours at times, maybe it wouldn't have been too much for them. But 3 would have been nice. And we are looking the better side, I must say. Although looking at their XG, they are creating chances still, which is a worry. And we know this game could change in an instant. So we've got to make some substitutions here. Get some fresh legs on. Ruiz off. Oh, he's injured, isn't he? So Amada can come on up front. It's alright, I was looking for Joel, but he's out injured at the moment. Teklik's not been doing the business, unfortunately. Ebert, we're trying to get him a little bit of experience. I'm trying to get Watson up to speed. And I really want to get my boy Croteru on, who's struggling at the back here. And I'm actually going to give him a go for Lewis Furlong, who's just coming back from an injury, knee ligaments. So he's not really played since you were last with us. But we're 2-0 up. We're looking good. We haven't really been giving them... They're obviously getting chances, but no highlights coming from it. So we're going to see this through, guys. And if we can get through this, even if we let a goal in here, I still think Magno, he does. I know what he's about. I know what he's about. Very good player, and we've done it. We've actually beaten Chelsea 2-0. Oh wow, what is going on with this save? when you think of last season, and this team fundamentally is exactly the identical team to last season. There's no new faces really in it. Better goalkeeper maybe. I swapped out whoever it was playing there. I can't remember his name. Bob Aero or something or other, and Lavino came in, and that's really it. And this is an absolutely fantastic start to the season. And I say start because we're 14 games in now? 14 games in. We're sitting third in the Premiership, guys. 32-20. This is what I'm worried about. So we're 12 points difference. That's 4 games. So that takes us to mid-season, and we're still in the European places if we don't win another game before half-season. So we're going well. Well happy with that. So next game is Man City. Might be a little bit different. That's a week away. We'll be back for that. Home to Man City then today. What was I saying about keeping the majority of our players fit? And we do okay. So we've lost Kukolj straight away out with an injury. Luckily Menino is back fit. He picked up a knock midweek. But the injuries are starting to come. Anguissola is out injured as well. He's out now for quite a while with ankle ligaments. So 5 to 12 days for ankle ligaments is pretty good. And Kukolj is, where does it say? I can't remember where it says on here. Abdominal muscle. So yeah, it could be a difficult one. And as you can see, because he's been injured, Menino is not fit, so he's probably not going to make a team today. We're going to give that to Ebert. Thompson could come out now and Joel can come back in. I have offered Thompson out for sale, and I have just signed a new 4-year contract. I've had a pay rise. Yeah, 30k a week, which is very nice. I must say I think I was on 17 or somewhere around there beforehand. So yeah, 30k a week is a good rise. They offered me 26. I thought I'll go for 30, and they come straight in and done it. So I'm here now. Theoretically until 2035. They wanted to offer me a new contract, and I thought, well, yeah, everything's going well, so why wouldn't I? I'm happy here. We've got a good team coming together. So Ferriola's just passed his fitness test. Menino, I'm not risking him because I have so many injuries that it's just, unless they're fit, there's no point playing them. So we're playing Man City today. Okay, a win would really put us in contention for a European spot. I'm not expecting Champions League. I'm really not, and I don't know. Although the team's developing nicely, the players are developing well. So if we're third and we finish third, then we're obviously ready. I'm thinking more along here. It'd be nice to finish 5th, but 6th or 7th, I'm not going to knock it. European football would be a big step in the right direction for this save. I hate it when it does that. I keep thinking there's something wrong. So Ferriola's not even fit, so I'm not even going to play him. I'm actually going to put Criteru on, and then I've got these two that are no longer. So Thompson is going to get back in, and Alcaraz, who's also he could be going out on loan with a buyout clause at the end of the season if he does okay, which he won't because he's been out 2 or 3 seasons on the trot, and he always comes back like a bad penny. So here we go. So we're Man City at home. Again, we've been touted as having a good chance with our home fixture. And let's see if we can get the start that we had against Chelsea. We could be in with a good chance here. So should be a full house, I'm guessing, as well for Man City being in town. I didn't notice last game whether Chelsea was able to give us a full home or not. A full house. But here we go, it's a quiet start. Man City's had a shot and that's it so far. And it's Furlong Dalton out to Ellison. He's playing well, Ellison out to Hansen, Albert then through to Ruiz. And that's, I'm sorry, but that's a free kick. He knocked him off his feet, didn't he? He took him out of his stride. Caused a stumble which allowed them to pick up the ball. Now that's a good header clear, but it's gone straight to them. And I didn't notice, have they still got Haaland? It doesn't look down. That's a cracking tackle by Hansen, but it just gives them the ball back again. And Bellingham. Oh, I didn't notice whether they still got Allen up front. It doesn't look, that got to be him, hasn't it? It doesn't look to be a giant of a man up there these days, but it is Haaland. I thought it would be. Are we going to pick this up? We have Lavino, lovely ball out to Hansen, and he's got caught on the ball, and this is a difference, isn't it? Man City are after us for sure, and that's well cleared by Dalton, and we're just standing now and watching it. Dalton again with a clearance. Hansen knocks it back to Ellison. And yeah, we need to weather this a little bit and start putting a little bit of attacking football together ourselves. Lovely ball back. Good first touch and pass out wide by Ebert. Hansen again, I thought he was going to get caught. Lavino, Ebert. He's played it into Hansen again. Ruiz. Hansen's through. Can he get the goal? Oh, that's a good save by the keeper. I don't know who's in goal for them now these days. Bazoon, whoever that is. And it's Calamai with the corner. Lovely ball into the near post, but it was well defended by Man City. And Haaland is driving out with the ball. We really need to get under him here, lads. And that's a bit of an hospital pass, but they got to it. And it's Phil Foden, who we know is good. And he's that's good play by Lavino, but his clearance didn't really make it. And well played, Calamai picked the ball off his foot there, and Ruiz can hold the ball up nicely and find a pass. And we've weathered the storm again, and I don't know what Hansen's doing. He kicked the ball into nowhere there. Bitshiabu defended well. Ellison over the top, and that's just... And he's onto a loose ball. That's lovely from Hansen. Can he find the pass? He's managed to flick it into Albert. Albert across to Calamai, but straight to the keeper. I thought we were in with a shout there. We soaked up the pressure. We do need to pick it up a little bit, although having said that, XG-wise, we're doing all right. I don't know, it seemed Man City seemed to have a lot more control of the game than what that suggests. But I take a draw here. That would be a good result. Pep Guardiola is still in charge of Man City after all this time. Klopp is moved off. I think he's at Real Madrid. He's after one of my players. That's how I know. And we've had a lot of credit, but I want to give him a little bit more to go at than that. Keep playing and the result will come, because it will. And yeah, it's been quite for Hansen's not playing very well. We give him the hour. If he hasn't improved, then we're going to have to make a substitution. I think I've got a little bit of worry with a guy at centre half as well. Bitshiabu, who's not playing too good. So we may have to make some changes. And the keeper's made the save, and that's a cracky save. And good cover as well by the defender. Whoo! Good initial save by the keeper, and when he needed his defence to help him out, the defender was there. So that was good play again. And as you can see, we are a lot more difficult to beat these days. We've got a little bit more battle in us. And it's Katiru who's not playing very well at the back. I don't really want to take him out. Bitshiabu's obviously with that one bit of work there has managed to... And that's going to be Teklik on there. And I don't think I'm going to make any more changes yet, guys. I'm a little bit worried that he's nervous, so I am going to bring him out. Bring Powell in, but then hopefully if this works, so I think it will. No, it won't, so I'm going to have to leave it as it is. I thought I could interlink the fullbacks there, but obviously not. So here we go. We're going to demand a bit more. We don't want to just fizzle out through this game at 0-0. It would be nice to try and go for the win, and a 99th minute winner would be perfect. If indeed there's that much injury time. We don't seem to have had many stoppages. Foden, he's absolutely beautiful on the ball, isn't he, Foden, as in real life. And this is a worry. They're camping out outside our box again, Jude Bellingham. And again, this is a problem. I've been looking at players for transfers, and that's through, but he was offside. Foden was offside there. Come on, ref, oi! Oh, they're going to give it. They're going to give it. Could have swore he was offside there. I might be wrong. I suppose you can't see from here. He may have run through, but my initial reaction was he was offside. But hey, 1-0. I'm going to make some more substitutions now and try and build this up a bit. We're going to put Ruiz out wide, swap him with Teklik. He can come out. Joel can get a go. Going to get Trifkovic off. He's suffering a little bit, and I want to bring Iland on there, and I'm going to put So I've got to also think about keeping players fit for the rest of the season. And to be honest, beating Man City was never something that I thought we were going to do. So it's 1-0. I'm not really going to go pushing for the game. Well, I am. I want to win, obviously, but I'm not going to risk players by, if we lose 1-0, we lose 1-0. That's expected against Man City. And we're through. Joel. Oh, that's disappointing. That's the chance that we needed. And we needed to take it, unfortunately. I'm going to demand a bit more. I'm not really going to go pushing because I don't want to be losing this 2 or 3-0, which can happen in an instant against Man City. Ilan didn't even get up for that, did he? He shaped as though he was going to, but here's Teklik. Teklik, I have to say, and that's a cracking ball. And again, we missed it. But Ruiz, is there a Ruiz again? No, and again. And come on, guys. Oh. Teklik, through the Championship, and he looked quality. He really did look a step above what we were playing. But since we've moved to the Premiership, he's not shone, unfortunately, so hence he's struggling to find a place in the team on a regular basis, which probably isn't helping. So it's one of those wicked roundabouts where, you're either going to get on and make a name for yourself and stay in the team, or you're going to be on and off all the time and not really get to the level you potentially could. So, and of course at this level you don't have the luxury of carrying players. And there's Ruiz in behind. Can he find the pass he has? And there's Teklik and proving me wrong and scoring a goal. But I don't think... I'm going to have to knock him a bit more, NIA, because if he comes back with an equaliser like that, not quite the 99th minute, but the 92nd, who am I to argue? And I love the way this game just... And I think the defender put the goalkeeper off, but hey, Teklik, star Premiership player for our club, I have to say. Showed all the promise in the Championship, and he is coming through and proving it in the Premier. So it's 1-1. That is a result, and that's what I mean. This is a difference this season. We're harder to beat, and we're picking up points when we maybe don't deserve the point, which I don't think we deserved a point there. I thought, even though the stats probably say otherwise, I thought Man City were the better team throughout. But here we are. 15 games into the season, we're 33 points, sitting comfortably in third place. Well, not comfortably, but sitting in third place. This is now down to 7 points. That's the gap we're trying to build. I don't know, out of these here, we're the only team really that shouldn't be there, aren't we? So, you can see I'm a happy chappy today. I really enjoyed the 2 games that we've just played. It's been a good episode, a winning episode, for me anyway, with an unexpected win against Chelsea. And then an unexpected and potentially undeserved draw at home to Man City. But like I said, at home, we're a difficult team to beat. That's why I chose those 2 games, because normally we play those teams and we get our asses, our butts handed to us. So yeah, happy. Good episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to click that like button and knock that subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we're on. Helps the channel and helps the channel develop. Thank you very much. See you next time.